Welcome to the live YouTube show where you can watch and you can like and you can chat. And I got my spectacles on so I can see what you're saying and what you're thinking, and maybe give us a call and tell me what you think. I know a guy that talked like that. It's like, give us a call and tell me what you think. I was like, is that really his voice? Yeah, it is. Actually, I do stand-up comedy now. So that's what it is. To give us a call and tell me what you think. I got a few jokes to run by you. Tell me what you think. Yeah, he's not doing that well in comedy. But, hey, maybe the times will change and people will really appreciate it. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Two girls walked into a bar. I'll tell you what I think. Shut up, idiot. Everyone's an idiot. And the sooner you know it, the sooner you can move on with your idiot life. I'm not leaving me out. I'm dumb too. But brilliant, because sometimes dumb makes you brilliant. Sometimes brilliant makes you dumb. It's an emotional roller coaster of dumbass. Jake Dumbass. Who's that from? What movie's that? It's not going to work out. Shout out from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah.
That's crazy that I got that right. That is... I thought for sure someone was going to go, shut up, you idiot. Can you let Rumblebean in?
Yeah.
He didn't want to be on the Patreon show, but he loves the free YouTube show. Been a wolf knife since 2010. Well, Prince, are you a subscriber to my Patreon? Because that's the real tell. Prince, buy a Patreon membership. Yeah, like that guy said. Yeah, you should buy it because I'm doing a lot of stuff on there. And soon, Ellis Mania is coming to Patreon exclusively. This is Rumblebean, the hardest working cat in showbiz. Show me another cat that works harder in showbiz. Show me. I'm on your Patreon. Well, you're not Prince, you're... There's Prince. I will subscribe now. Yes! 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 Rumblebean. That is more wet food for you. Yep. Maybe even those yogurt treats you like so much. He loves yogurt treats. Yogurt treats are tasty, but cat yogurt treats are not. Man, am I really that jacked? Dang. That gym is working out. Did you see the lady, the black lady? I don't know why I have to mention that. But she is. And she was at Gold's Gym. It's a Gold's Gym that I go to. And not anymore, but I will. I'll go back. But she was in the girls' locker room. And there was a man in the girls' locker room. And she came out butt naked. And the guy looked at her and she was like, what the hell are you doing in here? And he was like, she said, what are you doing in here, dude? And he was like, I'm not a dude, I'm trans. This is a touchy subject. Rumblebean, there's no escape. You're in here. You just trying to co-host? You gotta wait your turn. Don't talk over me. Come here. Sit here. Come here. Rumblebean. Good boy. He's like a dog. Just be good. Be cool, man. Can you be cool? I don't know if you can. You got that weird look in your face.
I just cut it back and forth like it was Tully.
Be cool. Be cool. Yeah, but it's on the social medias. She's pretty jacked too, and she's like, "What the hell? They're kicking me out for kicking up a fuss about the guy." And I saw my ex-wife, love her, the mother of my children. She posted the photo of the guy, and he's a guy. And that's kind of, it's like trans women are women. Trans women are trans women. Stop it. You know, do they deserve, like, if you fully, I know trans people where I'm like, you can't put her in the guy's bathroom. That's insane. I don't care if she's full up. You got to be joking me. She's a lady. But if you're just like, got a dress on, I don't know. Like, because it's a weird, where's the line, you know? I think the line is, you're not supposed to judge people by the way they look. But like, if you look like a guy, then you should probably go in the guy's bathroom. But the lady that is freaking out and got kicked out of Gold said she had a good idea. Why don't they make a trans bathroom? Trans locker room? Why don't they? Right? And now, everything's solved. The chat, Chris Thompson. But they don't deserve to be in the girls' locker room. America. Sorry. I'm just... Look, I feel like if you have a wiener and you don't have any boobies, can I say that?
I think so. I think it should be all right.
Breasts. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Right.
Medical.
Yeah. If you don't have those, then I think you should go in the boys' room, you know? Because is there gays in their respected locker rooms? Yeah. Would I fight Conor McGregor? Absolutely. Absolutely. The only way I wouldn't fight Conor McGregor is if it's not on video. It's kind of like I slammed yesterday running into children at the skate park, and the worst part about it is that it wasn't on video. Because so cool. No, I didn't hurt them. They hurt me. So, yeah, it'd be different. If I hurt them, then I'd be like, that's not cool. Yeah, let's get the thing straight. But, yeah, I think the lady has a point, you know? And she's a lesbian, which is also pretty cool. Because she's gay, she's black, and she's like, I'm not homophobic, I'm not racist. And I'm like, I believe you. I know that lesbians sometimes, they say lesbians are not cool with the trans community. And I'm like, I don't know about that. But, you know, I find that to be not correct. But I think there's a real point there where, you know, if you're just like a very effeminate guy who's like, I'm going to be trans, I just haven't had the operation yet. And I'm like, well, if you haven't had the operation, you know, you got to think of everybody else. You got to think of the masses, you know? Man, can you let him out? I swear.
Yeah, I got him.
Inappropriate! Rubber Bean, you're fired. You're fired from the YouTube show. I hope you're happy, Rumble Bean. You douche. Who's better at skateboarding, you or Bam Margera? I am. What are you talking about? Oh, you know who I am way better than? Mark Norman. So crazy. People talk about how he's a skateboarder. I saw a video of him the other day skating. You gotta be joking me, dude. Like, that's crazy. That, like, yeah, man, he's a comedian that skate. Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, he's better than you guys, I guess. But, like, man, were you ever, like, gonna be sponsored? Like, no? What the hell? Like, I'm better than him on street. That's how bad he is. And I'm a terrible street skater. Look at the video I posted on Instagram yesterday. I could do a board slide. I can barely push. It hurts to push. I can do a 50-50. I can only on a ledge. So, yeah. I think it's one of those things where it's like you're famous and it's like, yeah, man, he can skate. And I'm like, all right. $10, Thomas. Shout out, Thomas. Yeah, Tom the long dong. Thomas, you're known for having a long one. There you go. Street Ellis rules. That's right. Nick knows Street Ellis is not to be messed with. See how I caught myself there? Mark Norman on barely ride the skateboard around. Like make other... Wait, I can't... Maybe I can't see that good. What does he say?
I don't even. Oh, the one before it. Mark Norman can barely ride the skateboard around like make corners.
I mean, he did a kickflip. It was really bad, but he did do it. And look, also, if you haven't skated for a long period of time, you're going to be rusty. But, dude, there's levels, you know what I mean? And it's like, who's a better comedian? I'm not even in the ballpark, dude. He's light years ahead of me. Light years. But in skateboarding, dude, you gotta be joking me. I mean, you are joking me, and it's a funny thing because I'll say I have a joke where I'm like, I'm the greatest skateboard comedian in the world. Someone's like, "What about Mark Norman?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, street skating and vert skating is completely different." But then I saw that video and I was like, "Wow!" Like I said, I'm one of the worst street skaters. There's worse street skaters than me that were pro vert skaters, but they didn't even skate street. That's how they knew they were that bad. They're like, you ain't filming me. I'm like, I love skateboarding enough where I'm like, I don't care. I'll try it. But he's really bad. Ellis, what are your thoughts on the dude who got his BJ black belt in 3 years? Yeah, that's insane that Moneyberg. He changed his name to Moneyberg. Like, dude, can you be more annoying? He's like just a fat millionaire guy that paid a bunch of money. The craziest thing is that Jake Shields is like, nah, he's totally a black belt. I'm like, dude, no, he's not. Like, to be a black belt and to not roll with other people, you didn't have one. I mean, you don't have to be in a tournament per se. I mean, to have a black belt, you kind of do. I think you should. But is there like a lore to it? No. But like to not live roll with a bunch of people you don't know and you have a black belt that was given to you by Jake Shields is not real. That's not real. He's not a real black belt. I guarantee you, if I rolled with that guy, I would beat him. Guaranteed. Because I'm the actual opposite. Like, I have had real fights and I don't care about a belt at all. Did you know that Dominic Cruz is a blue belt? Do you think that he could beat Dominic Cruz? Like, it's just an insane thing. That's the way it is. Social media is such a lie now that, like, some guy, he's overweight. He's overweight. He's old and he's overweight. He's not in shape. He's a nerd that made a lot of money. Congratulations. But you're not good. You're not good. You're not good at jiu-jitsu. And it's crazy. You wear the t-shirt and you go on his podcast and he gives you money. The things we do for money, man. But also, you got to look at it from Jake Shields' perspective. You give me like $1 million or $500,000 and they give you a black belt and then some people whine at me on social media. Who cares? I got $1 million. Can you come with me to Steve-O's show in Brea? No. What the hell? No offense to Steve-O. I'm not going anywhere. I just noticed the Quick K website has links to her, what does that say? Testimonial. Yeah. And pod views, articles, and there's already a link to Jay Ellis episode they just did with you. Really?
No, because that episode's not out. But there might be an episode or a channel link. So it'd be impossible to watch it because it's not out yet. So,
what does that name say? Licks?
Oh, Icus.
Icus, $13.99. What am I on special? Oh, this is for Rumble Bean. Oh, Rumble Bean, you're gonna get a lot of yogurts tomorrow. Shout out to you, Lickus. Icus. Lickus, Icus, Hickory Dickorus. A lot of my purple belt. I got my purple belt in 2 years and brown like 8 and have rarely trained since. Well, you're not very good, Kevin. Look, I don't care. I just don't. My personal opinion, you ask me, Moneyberg is not good. He's not a black belt. He's not a real black belt. But look, I have rolled with people that were brown belts before I had a belt. I was a white belt, and I destroyed them. Destroyed. And they were brown belts from Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, you know? So I think the thing that we're getting caught up with here is your belt. You know? It's like, let him have a black belt. Who cares? It doesn't really mean anything, you know? Like people, if you go to the gym enough, they'll just give you a belt because you're going enough. I think there might be a little... Depends on the gym, depends on the instructor. You know, some guys, you know, they're not going to give you your belt until you are ready. You know, because it's like a real thing, you know? You know, there's guys in the UFC, I don't think... You know, you got to think... what's his name? Khabib's guy. He's a black belt, and he says that Dustin Poirier is like, who he get his black belt from? He not real black belt. I'm pretty sure Dustin Poirier is pretty good at jiu-jitsu, but he's not as good as the Dagestani guy. Congratulations. What name is that? $10.
That is PNM_79.
P&M, that's not a good thing to make a song to, so thanks for the $10.
I believe that's a Patreon member.
Shout out to the Butts.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Butts indeed.
Yeah, that's a Patreon member.
Ooh, think about doing... Wait, what? Think about tattoos so you tattoo me. What is he saying?
That's Wes, and he's asking, do you ever think about doing tattoos? If so, will you tattoo me? LOL.
Yeah, I've done tattoos, and you don't want a tattoo.
They're great.
Okay, they're really great. I highly recommend everybody get a tattoo of me. I hate when I see the UFC guys get knocked out, and then the trainer comes and gives them a black belt. Well, I don't know if I hate that. But I kind of know what you mean. Like, but you know, you got to take into account, was there striking involved before he knocked the guy out? Sorry, was there grappling involved before he knocked the guy out? I don't know. Like, if a guy's been training the whole fight camp in a way where he is now at a black belt level, you know, it's kind of like, you know, people proposing to their wives after they win a fight or losing. I think that's even happened. You know, it's on TV, and you're a fighter. You're not the smartest guy. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm going to be when I grow up? A fighter. That's not smart. You know, I'm not, and I don't want to disrespect it. It's like, you know, skateboarder. It's not the smartest move. So it's like, you know, what's real romantic is, you know, proposing in front of, you know, it's thousands, millions of people. So. That's kind of romantic, right? Millions of people saw you propose. Remember when I proposed to you after my UFC fight? I don't know. You know, you're in love with a fighter. What do you expect? You know, what are they going to write you a poem? They're fighters. You know, that's what you love. It's what you're into. You're gonna get tough love. I love you, you bitch. You know, marry me, or I'll punch you. I don't know. Each to their own. You know. Remember the time you tattooed Marlon Ackerman name on your butt? Yeah. And then I was in the locker room, and a guy was like, does that say Marlon Ackerman? And I was like, are you looking at my butt? And then I got it covered because I lost a bet to Twitch, which was such a lame bet. My car got broken. I didn't even get to race him. It would have been worth it if I had have actually been neck and neck with him and seen who is the best in side-by-side racing. But instead, somebody just broke my front wheel off, and I had to get his face tattooed on my butt. And then people thought, because he's got a head tattoo, that I had my head tattooed on my butt. So then I got a pirate ship over it. Because my butt has sailed the 7 seas. Oh! Just made that joke about myself, and I regret it. The Pepperidge Farm jokes never get old.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's because Pepperidge Farm remembers is what the guy wrote at the end of the. Do you remember tattooing on the ass? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oh,
It's the end of the commercial. People just say it now.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know where you can get a belt? You can always take a trip down to Tito's Cantina if you're ever in need of a belt.
Well, he's not going to give it to you. He
No.
gives it to somebody else so that they give it back to him at the end of the night so he can not actually buy another belt. That guy still has a Rolls Royce. Isn't that crazy? Like, how does he get the money for a Rolls Royce? Who gave him that money?
By keeping that belt.
I think so. Like, it's just a weird thing. He gave himself up to the Lord the other day, so he got baptized.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. More and more, I'm believing in the Lord. It's just hard for me to believe in that particular Lord because, what does that say? Would you ship what?
Slap fight for 50,000.
No,
No.
no.
How much you need for a slap fight?
250. Yeah, because it's not about the money to me. It's about the debt. That was a lot. That was a lot of information. But yeah, and I mean, who? You know, you're getting that. No, I'm gonna get knocked out again in my life, for sure. I'm an idiot. You know, I'm gonna skate. I am not good. You know, I am a dangerous individual, and it's coming. You know, it's coming for somewhere, somehow. It's coming again. If I get out of that thing, for that, I'll do it. You know, I fought Shane Cowan. I was like, I'm not even trying to hurt Shane Cowan. I just know that he's going to knock me out. I was just hoping it was going to be like not too bad of a knockout. Like he was going to play ball with me, but he was like, no, I'm not playing ball. And I was like, oh, okay, well, check me out, everybody. It's going to be on video. I got 1 million views on WorldStar, so who's laughing now, huh? You know what 1 million views on WorldStar get you? Nothing. But man, one time at the gym, guy came in, he's like a proper Muay Thai fighter. He's like, hey man, I saw that video where you fought Shane Cowan. You're crazy, man. That was sick. And I was like, worth it. It was worth it. Because he was like a real fighter, and I could tell. He was like, I respect you, dude. You are prepared to go. I'm like, yeah, I am. I am prepared to go. And that's what it's all about, baby. You got to be prepared to go, you know? Because if you're not prepared to go, then you haven't tasted it. You haven't, when you put it all the chips on the table, and then they're taken away from you. That is living, you know? And then you got to get some more chips, and it's real hard to get chips. And you get more chips, and what do? You put them on the table. And you know, when you've done that, then you're less likely to say negative things on social media. You know why? Because you've done something. I'm not saying you all haven't done anything. I'm just saying probably. Texting the phone. Shout out to the butts. Okay. Well, Thick Dick Nick. There you go. You did it. Yeah. What is that? CJU, log guy or an oil guy? Right.
Because they just waved in from Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to Canada again. I'm going to try and do an Ellis Mania in Canada. My plan is to do an Ellis Mania in Alberta. I'm talking to some guys. I'm going to some other parts of Canada soon. I haven't signed the deal yet, but it looks like it's pretty official. I'm going to the other parts that I haven't been to yet. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Is it Calgary? I think I've been to Calgary. I don't know. But I'm going there. What's the last time you spoke to Tony? Like 2 days ago? Do you want to know what I said? I actually just sent him a video, a documentary that is coming out on the 17th about yours truly, Big Daddy Jace Cakes, talking about sobriety, partying and skateboarding and getting his life together and turning it around. Are you coming to Philadelphia soon? I don't know. I hit my head a lot. I hope so. Rip some UFC top cards. Huh? What does that mean? Edmonton? Yeah. Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, I want to do an Ellis Mania. First, I'm going to do some baby Ellis Manias on my Patreon. If anybody wants to see the Jason Ellis show, there's going to be 2 Jason Ellis shows tomorrow. Patreon.com/EllisMane. For under $1 a day, you can listen to the Jason Ellis show 4 days a week. About to be 5. I'm doing exercise videos on there soon. A lot of people say, Jace, how did you get so jacked? Well, let me show you exactly how I did it. And you can do it too. I can help you with your diet too if you want. But that's the thing. Do you really want it? You know? Because everybody says you do this or you do that. Or TikTok or whatever. If you're not willing to do it, you know, when you're there on the couch watching Netflix and you're like, screw that, I'm eating candy. Then shut up. Do I do it? Yeah. Do I do it all the time? Nah, because I don't want to be fat, you know? And sometimes do I get a little chunky and I go, uh-oh, no more candy for you, big boy. You know, that's the thing that's in there. You got to do it. Yeah, Winnipeg. I'm going to Winnipeg. There you go. I'm just going to agree to anything you say, by the way. I don't understand what's going on anymore. I just know that I'm going to another part, 2 parts of Canada that I haven't been to yet, maybe ever. Help my drunk ass. I want to drink when I'm drunk. Oh, man. I got sad and don't train anymore. Well, Kevin, that's like one of those things where do you really want it, you know? Because I feel like you're crying out a little bit, but if I give you the answer, do you really want it? Because it's not pretty. You know, the answer is not going to be pretty. The answer is hard work. And I think that's the thing that you can't get on social media because people just show you like the good part, you know, when I've turned it around, my life's turned around. They don't show you the other part, you know? It's like the monotony. You know, like I show you how to work out and it's like, well, what about the days you don't want to work out? And I know I see videos of people saying, you know, there's like discipline, you know? Because I've always had determination. But discipline is more important. Because determination has got me a lot in life where I just will not quit. I'll keep going. But discipline makes you prepared for it. So when you're more prepared, things go your way more. You know, if you just run on determination, you lose and you get back up and you keep going. Maybe you get back up and you lose again, you get back up, you keep losing, but you're determined to go again, but you just keep losing. I think discipline is like a thing where you need less determination because you win. When you're disciplined, things get done. You know, you show up in tip-top shape. You show up ready to perform your job at the highest level because of your discipline. You've never been fitter, you know, you're in like cardio or even if it's work-related stuff. I don't know, you're working in the office, you're doing stuff, you know, you forget things. Why are you forgetting things? Because you're not being consistent. You're not disciplined. And we're all, you know, let's get carried away on TikTok, get carried away on social media. Sorry, I keep bringing up TikTok. I went live on TikTok the other day and I did a battle. I didn't know what a battle was, and I battled a young black girl, and she was like, dang, you old, dude. She called me old. I'm like, well, I mean, compared to you, yeah. She also said, what, you like 40 or something? I was like, I'm 50. She was like, dang, which I believe was a compliment.
Oh, Winnipeg, February 19th. Yeah.
How do you know that?
I got the thing on my phone.
I love how I haven't actually, I mean, tickets are not up yet, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, people that keep going. What does it say?
Despite all the BS, do better.
I mean, there's BS everywhere, man. You know? Like, bad things happen to people all the time. Bad things happen to good people. It doesn't matter who you are. But you got to keep going. But if you keep going with the same technique and the same thing ends up happening, that's the definition of insanity, man. Like, you got to work. You got to find different ways to approach things, you know? To me, you know, people like the guy today is like, you know, you were better when you were using it. I'm like, my addiction brain is like, yeah, good point. Maybe I should use. No, I don't have to live with that guy. I don't even know who that is. I have no idea who that is. I know me. I can't get away from me. I have to live with me forever. It's kind of the whole thing of being yourself. And I'm like, I'm a better person. I don't lie. You know, when people need help and they come to me, I have great advice. Because I can tell you what not to do, that's for sure. You know, when it comes to the work of like trying to be sober, or, you know, if you eat the wrong things, because we all get given the wrong thing to eat. We all get, you know, my rent costs so much that I got to work so much that it's not, I don't have time to make these other things. Like, you know, meal prep. You know, you do have time. You get up early and you do it. Sometimes I'm tired. I don't want to go to the gym. You could get up and you could go to the gym. Like, I'm not saying like work out to the point where you're sick, you know, because there is a point where it becomes ridiculous. You know, you got to take a little dash of David Goggins, not a full Goggins, because then you'll be crippled. But you got to believe in yourself. You got to fake it till you make it, and you got to be. You know, the big one is when you're all alone and you come up with a bad idea or a thing that's going to be a quick fix to get your mind off what's bothering you. Those are the times that nobody can help you. So that's why discipline kicks in. When you're prepared, you're always prepared. You're prepared for a bad thought. You're prepared for a bad day. You're prepared for some bad luck, because this is going to happen in your lives. And when you are prepared for these things, you can handle them in the correct manner to stay on track. And the more you're on track, the more great things happen. 1999 sold to O'Shields. Yeah?
O'Shoals.
O'Shields. O'Shields, Bo'Shields, you are my Mo'Shields. Wow. You deserve your money back. That makes no sense at all.
But you can't give it back because you got to give apple.
Mine. I'm keeping it. Rubber bean. Mad yogurt.
You got to feed the horse apples.
Yeah. Dude, I follow this horse rescue, and I barely even understand what's happening on there. The lady's just very emotional, and all these horses... I think they're going to go to Mexico and they're going to make him meat or something. And she's trying to save him and she needs like $100,000. I'm like, $100,000? Dang. But it's like, who wants to rescue these horses? And I'm like, I want to rescue these horses. And then I blocked somebody for the first time in a long time on Instagram. They were like, look, it's all fun and all that you want to like support horses. But right now with the snap, don't you think it's more important there are people that are starving? And I'm like, I don't need you in my life. Like, I don't need you on my Patreon. I don't need you. Like, if anybody has any extra money to help these horses not be put down or flown to Mexico to be horse meat, if you have extra money, which is, look, I donated $10. That's all I can do, dude. If I donated more, I get in trouble. But I donated something and I posted a bunch of stuff. So hopefully somebody rich sees my post and they give the horse people a bunch of money. But it made me really, you know, my girlfriend was like, you really trying to help, huh? You really? I was like, I know that there's a place in Ojai where it's $300 a month to have a horse taken care of. But, you know, I don't want to go to Ojai ever again. But maybe there's a place around here, but it's $300 a month. I don't have $300 a month. There's also a doctor I know that I was forwarded to by Dr. Huberman that's like checks all your levels and checks to see if you get cancer and all these other things. But it's $300 a month, and I'm like, I don't have $300 a month. Like I can't do that right now. Like that's like I got rent. That's like what I do. You know, I got to buy plane tickets to go on the road to do a show. You know, so I don't have it in the budget right now. Which is why everybody here, 73 people, you should all go on my patreon.com/EllisMakes. It's probably all 70 people are already on there. What about Whitney? What about Whitney? Whitney, I mean, you realize the horse that I hang out with every day, that's Whitney's horse, right? Like, I don't have the money for that horse. But I'm pretty sure where our horse lives, it's more than 300. Just based off my little experience of being at the Ojai place, and I was like, it's nice, but where this guy lives, it's way nicer. So I think that's pretty much, it's more. I saw, my girlfriend Googled it, it's from 300 to 700 a month for a horse's house. You know, and then there's like when they get sick, then you got to get a vet, and that's like crazy expensive, I heard. So, you know, I need extra money. But that's like, you know, this is like, you know, it's like having an extra $500 a month. That's crazy. That's a lot of money, you know? So maybe it never happens, but that would be like something that I would love to have my own horse, you know? And I would love to be able to have, what I'd really love to have is like a barns, plural, so that I could see horses that nobody wants, and then I could take them, and then they could be my horses, and they could live in a free environment. Freedom! You can do whatever you want. Because the horsey that I hang out with, I'm like, you want to ride? And he'll be like, yeah. And sometimes I'm like, you want to ride? He's like, nah. And I'm like, okay. But I want to. But if you don't want to, I mean, I'm not going to force you. And I know some people disagree with that. They're like, you got to break them in. You know, they like to work. And I'm like, I talk to my horse. I believe I speak horse. And I clearly understand when he's like, I don't want to. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to force you. You know? That's mean. Horse mortgage. That's what I need. I need a horse mortgage. Yeah. Like if this live show, if I did it every day, and you guys gave me... I can't add it up. Like $50. Wait, 55 times 50. How much is that? Oh, I didn't go to school. Shut up.
Yeah, sorry.
5 times 50 is 55. 550?
Nope.
1,000?
Nope.
5.
What's 5 times 5?
5 times 5 is 25.
Throw a 0 on the end.
$250?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not enough.
No.
Okay, so 100. I can't do it.
I'm
So just give me 100 because if I'm pretty sure it's at least 500 a month. Let's be serious. Thanks, Wes. I did a great job on Story Wars. I did. I won. I'm the winner. Chicken dinner. Yeah. So, wait, 2,000? 2,500 it is? Wait. Are you wrong, Zach?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, they're both in 2,500. I'm also a dumb fucking comic.
You just cussed on a live feed.
It's okay. Don't worry. As long as it's not up at the beginning, we're all right.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway. Okay, so $50. Let's go back. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
For
We got to get this right.
before man Zach tried to rip you all off. Actually, yeah, make it 100. No, $50 a day, 5 times 50. So 5 days a week, I do a live show, and you all donate $50 every episode without fail. I mean, that could happen. I mean, right now it's not looking good.
Oh, I was right. I said 5 times 50, and then they were just adding it for the rest of the time. But I was right for the 5
So it's $250?
Yeah, 5 times 50 is 250.
Man, I am really dumb. I'm just going with what anybody ever says. Well, it's not enough. So go back to my original $100. We need to raise $100 right now, you guys. And then if we raise $100 right now, I will be live on here tomorrow. And again and again and again. And if it does it for 2 weeks, okay, a month. I got to prove it. Then I will talk to my account and be like, look, I'm making... Wait. Oh, yeah, if you do it for a week. Oh, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. If it's $50 a day, 5 days a week, $250 a week...
1,000 a month.
And then it's 1,000 a month. That's totally a horse. Dude! Thank you, HCN. Man, do I really deserve to have a horse if you're that dumb? The poor horse. But that's it. You know, the horse can't add that up. You know? If I showed a horse there, they'd be like, man, that's impressive that you add that up. I'm like, well, actually, I didn't do it. So, yeah. So, right now, what am I up to on this live chat?
Let's see where we're at.
I mean, that's 20. And then the other one was like 10.
Yeah, I think we're at 50 already.
We're at 50!
Yeah.
We've done it! I can't wait! I can't wait to tell... I can't wait to tell everybody that I'm getting a horse.
54. Haha.
54, and a yogurt. And a yogurt treat for Rubble Bean. Everybody's living we're living large, baby. We got it all. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow for another live YouTube show where I will make $50. And then I'll be back again the next day. $20. I'm not going to be back tomorrow because I got one in the pocket. Casey, stop. Stop doing. You're doing your part. Okay, go on my Instagram and you should, if you got extra money, you should donate to the lady because she's. What the hell, Wes?
Come on, Wes.
Stop. Everybody, stop.
Come
okay,
on, baby.
stop. Man, you see how guilty I am now? I don't like money. I feel guilty.
No, HCM brings up a good point. YouTube takes 30%. That's crazy. You all gotta.
Oh,
yeah.
wait, they do?
Yeah.
30? Wait, really?
Yeah.
Bruh!
We're gonna start putting the Venmo handle in there. Skip them.
Dude, do they take 30?
I think so.
Bruh!
That's why they gotta kick in the extra. We gotta pay YouTube.
You're killing me. So wait, okay, let me do this because everyone's going to enjoy this. 30% more to make it 50 would make it. I would need 70 a day, right? Right? I love how you're as dumb as me.
Yeah, I know.
Man, what are we doing? This is not a good team.
No.
Like, you're dumber than me. You're like, I don't know. I don't want to agree. Everyone's going to make fun of me.
You think Miles could be keeping up? I think he'd be good at math and nothing else.
No way. Miles is dumber than both of us combined. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that after what we just said.
Yeah,
he might actually know.
Wait, what did you say it was?
70.
Yeah.
$70 because that's another 30%, right?
I'm a moron, but I think that's right.
65.
65. We were close.
Yeah.
Come on,
HCN, you're hired as our broker. So 65. What is it up to right now?
Oh, yeah, we're over that. We're at like 94 now.
Dude. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow for another live show where everybody will give me $65. I'll start. What do you want me to do? What do you guys want me to do? You want me to sing a personal song? At the end, every time I make $65, I will what? What do you want me to do? Okay, F you. What?
He's saying the YouTube. Like they're...
Yeah, no, I agreed. I mean, my Venmo is...
Yeah,
what is it?
I'm looking it up right now.
Jason Ellis.
Drop that thing in there.
41.
Because this video stays up live, so other people will come to see it. So I'll post it in the tagged clip. Or the tagged comment.
Yeah, Jason Ellis 41.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody wants to fund the Jason... Do you see how disgusting this is? Can you guys give me money so that I can get a horse? This is disgusting. I don't want it. Don't send it to me. It's disgusting. But then again... I mean, it's a rescue horse. You know, you'll be helping me rescue a horse that was going to be shipped to Mexico for horse meat. But also, I do understand that SNAP. I know that the government. Here we go. This is also going to show my lack of education and also not paying attention. The government are arguing. Libtards against God America are arguing, and because they're arguing, people are not getting their food stamps. Am I right?
They aren't. Yes, that's correct.
So there's
government
like
shut down.
Nobody's getting food.
No one on food stamps will be getting food until they reopen the government and authorize the.
What else are people not getting? Because there's probably something else.
Oh yeah, it's different government. Anything the government provides. So SNAP is the one that is the first affected, but it'll be more. Everything else, it's
man.
Gonna
Prince
go down
said,
the line.
"Get tasered." Oh, dude, do I have to?
Oof.
I don't have a taser anymore.
I got shot with that pellet.
No, dude, I still have a lump and a scab from that.
Yeah, it broke your
So
skin.
no. Yeah, those things hurt.
It works.
I'll fight you for food stamps. You're not gonna be able to chew. Oh, violence. I have YouTube Premium. Stop showing off, Dave. What does that mean?
He doesn't have to watch ads, I guess.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't really care. Doesn't matter.
Let's see.
But I do appreciate everybody donating money. And I am going to come back and do it. I'm going to do a half-an-hour show 5 days a week. And if it starts working out where people donate a considerable amount of money, which I call $90 right now?
Yeah, 94.
Yeah, that's a considerable amount of money as far as I'm concerned. That is a lot of money. And if you do that, and I make this a regular thing, and that starts to be $1,000 a month, dude. Dude, if I get a horse, everyone's gonna be so mad at me. They're like, "What do you mean? You made an extra 1,000, so you bought a horse with it?" I'm like, "What? I rescued a horse, and then I paid the rent for the horse's life."
Oh, we can get him on the podcast.
That you cannot. He cannot come here.
Why not?
Well, because then he'd have to donate more money for me to get a horse car.
All right, new goal.
No, dude. Wait, what does the other say? Save the horse, save the horse, save the horse. Okay, that's a good point. Giving informed opinions on...
Giving uninformed opinions on controversial issues feels like a good way to garner attention.
Right. Well, so far so good, because I believe I've definitely done that. 3 days a week, 5 days a week, 2 days a week, 6 days a week. Shout out Tito Ortiz. Wait. Yeah, I think that's what he said. What if you punch through those boards at the karate people punch through? Yeah, I could do that. Not bad. Get Whitney Cummings to help you with that. Or I don't like... Here's this weird thing where, like, I feel guilty that you guys... I'm just being honest. I feel guilty that you guys gave me money. I also feel guilty. This is a good thing. You know, like, I made a lot of money, and because I'm ghetto fabulous, when I made a lot of money, I just spent it. Like, you know, like, I also got a lot of... When I got divorced, I gave everybody, like, a lot of money, more than I probably should have. I mean, sorry, more than I was supposed to, but I feel like being with me deserves more money. You deserve more money because you live with me. Yeah, I had a bad opinion of myself. But, you know, like I was telling Brianna the other day, I was going to get Postmates because I was just lying here and I had no car and my girlfriend was working. And I was like, I can't do it. I feel guilty about getting tacos because Postmates charge, you know, it's like $30 for tacos. And I'm like, that's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, you're not in a position to be doing that. And I was like, I'll get groceries and I'll make food. And even that was like... You know, like, avocados are expensive. You know, like I suffer from this tight ass thing now after being such a, like, childish splurger. Like, just stupid stuff, you know? Like, I sold all my jewelry to somebody. I'm pretty sure they could sell it and make way more money. I don't think it was what they gave me was anywhere near worth it. And the same with I'm selling all my old skateboards, and my girlfriend's like, "You're not selling that for $100." I'm like, "Why not?" She said, "Because it's like something." She actually convinced me I had like a Mega Ramp board, and the board that I did the loop on, I was the 13th person to do the loop, and I wrote loop on it. And I was like, "I'm just gonna sell that." And she's like, "Don't sell that." And I'm like, "Why not?" And she was like, because that's going to mean something. And I was like, shouldn't it mean something now if that's true? And I guess like it's like this pressure since I got fired from Sirius. Not even that, because I didn't realize at the time, but like, you know, there was like a 3-year period where I went into debt and didn't know. And that's my fault, you know, like nobody really told me, but also I could have figured that out. And then I got divorced. So like all the money that I had was gone, and I was extra debt. And then I also have to pay off my ex. Not her fault, you know, but it all piled up. And then my credit cards are all full and I have to pay them off every month. So it just became this, you know, from being a rich guy that was just like, I'll buy it. I never looked how much things cost because I was rich. And now I'm like, oh man, that's, you know, like I think it's wild that I'm like $30 for tacos. Absolutely not. Like I never used to think about that. And I know most of you are like, dude, welcome to the real world. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. So it's like, you know, like I would like to have a dirt bike, but I'm like, dude, that's ridiculous. But a horse, you know, like you don't have to ride it. It's a thing where I'm like, that's like mental health. It's kind of like, you know, there's certain people that I don't hang out with anymore, and I got nothing against them. It's just for my mental health, they're draining me for. It's not their fault. It's not healthy for me to be around them, and for me to be around horses, it really does something. Like it really does something positive to me. That's just something that I, you know, like the girlfriend I had before the one I have now. That sounds really cool. But, she introduced me to horses, so I'll be forever grateful for that because it changed my life in a way where I was like, I never could imagine that, how special they are to me, all of them. I love horses. Sirius might have you back now that they don't have to pay for Stern. What are you talking about? You guys, you realize he gets paid. Do you know that that's fake and that he has $1 million deal again? Like, he didn't. It's not true. That was a joke. They're paying him crazy amounts of money still. Crazy amounts. So I don't want to go on there. I'm doing comedy. I'm not doing it for the money. Maybe the money. I believe the money will come in the future. I just don't care. But would I do the work that made $1,000 a month and I just directed it straight at a horse? Yep. And I feel like I'm pretty responsible these days. And I'm like, Jason, add that up. Really? I'm like, yep. I'll do it. F-Series? I don't know about that. Yeah. It's business, It's just business. They made lots of money, everybody subscribed, and then podcasting took over and they don't make anywhere near the money that they used to make, so they kicked a bunch of people off that they were paying a bunch of money, except for the one thing that made them still always cool, and that's Howard Stern. And Howard Stern, I don't like when people shit on him, Like if it wasn't for him, I believe he invented podcasting, Like podcasting, the way people talk and they don't have a background in broadcasting. Stern does have a background, but he talked like a person, He said whatever he wanted to say. And that's what podcasting is. It's just on the internet instead of the radio. So it's not really any different, We all owe him, And I guess at one point he shit on podcasting, but like, I don't know, man. Do you have to take it so personal? I think he just like shitted on stuff because he does. It's like I shitted on rollerblading. Do I really? I don't care. Rollerblading, cool, man. Get a workout. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Doesn't mean anything. I don't mean anything. I don't make any sense. Stupid. Oh, he got worse. Good. Don't listen to him. Somebody does.
I like this take, by the way. Dude, you give so much to others. Take a little from your fans. We love you. I think you can't make it here live, so I think of this as a virtual door fee.
What's a door fee?
Like paying for a ticket, basically, to see you. That's kind of a cool way to look at it.
Well, I really appreciate it, and I'm serious. I'm going to keep doing these, and if they keep doing $100, I'm just not going. I'm not getting off. I'm actually going to get Zach to teach me how to do it, so I'm just going to do it in the morning. I'm just going to get up and do it by myself. Figure out how to do this. Because my girlfriend needs a job too. And I'm like, you know what? Figure out how to do the YouTube thing. And if we make $100 a day, that's a job. That's $1,000 a month.
Too shabby.
It's pretty good. That's rent, baby. That's real money. That's horse rent. I'm adding it up already. And I'm like, you're an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah, somebody said you should do the pod with the horse and call it Horsing Around with Jason Ellis.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I mean, it is a great idea, except I'd have to move.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'd have to... That's a lot more than $100 a day. I don't know. Maybe I'll move to Texas. Get a ranch. You know? Few more. I don't know how much longer my body can take skateboarding. Like, it's really knocking, you know? Like, it's really knocking. Like, I feel pain now where it's crazy, you know? Like, the pain I feel from just scooting around. Like, the next day I'm like, whew. You know? When I get up and I walk, it's this thing... I made a joke about it once. Where I was like, when I get up and I walk from the bed to the bathroom, I walk like an old person, and then it loosens up and I start to walk like me. And I'm like, this is how it starts, you know? Like, there'll be a day where I just don't loosen up and I just stay down there, and then I'm old and then I die. It's like, how much longer can you go? You know, when you got to baby it, where I'm like, okay, I probably shouldn't go to the ramp anymore, you know? You know, like cab skates, not like he used to. And I just know me. I'm like, there's a certain point, there's a certain level I'm going to skate at where I'm like, I don't need to do this anymore. If it's going to be like that, I've got to be pretty good, you know? I got to fly. If I can't fly, I'd rather die. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much, everybody, for donating. I'll be back tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow in the morning, 9 a.m., patreon.com/Ellis, mate, where I do the Jason Ellis show. Then after the Jason Ellis show, I do Jason Ellis 2.0 with my guest Sam Tripoli at 11. And then after that, I'll be back on here to get my $100. So you better pay up, bitches. Don't die.